Good evening, everybody. It's a early evening ramblings. I don't know what time I'm going to go to sleep tonight. I have to make a trip to the city tomorrow. So I thought I'd do this now instead of later. But sitting here crocheting away. So thought I'd just jump back on and chit chat about myself a little more. My hair's all messed up. That's alright. And of course, I'll be rubbing out my nose again because I'm still working with the cotton. It's not so bad when I'm working it. Also, I've gotten past the parts where I've had to frog them a couple times. So, anyways, we're going to do the dark side of my world. I'm in continuous pain, chronic pain. I've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis in one knee. I messed up my other knee just the other day. I've also got severe depression and severe anxiety. Really two fun things to have together. Said nobody ever. Oh, did I make a mistake? Nope. Good. Anyway, anyways, I've been dealing with all of this stuff for quite some time now. My pain levels don't go down because we had a choice. We had a choice of dealing with the pain or dealing with the depression. Because the medications for the pain counteract the medicines for the depression. So the doctor asked me, what do I want to work on? So I told him, we'll work on the depression. That's more important to me right now. Because my depression was quite serious. It was the suicidal thoughts, the suicidal plans, everything like that goes along with that. So anyways, we did this test thingy at his office when I was diagnosed with the depression and anxiety. And apparently my marks were off the paper, like higher than what the test acknowledged. So it kind of scared him. Kind of confused me because I dealt with it every day. Dealt with depression, and there was days where I was able to talk myself out of it, and there was days where I couldn't. So it was all normal for me. And so I couldn't understand the panic. And talked to the hubby and asked him if it was my thoughts and things like that were normal. It was a little difficult to talk to him about it because I didn't want him to be scared either. Because to me, this is all normal stuff. Like, doesn't everybody think about this kind of thing every day? That was the way I saw it. Well, apparently not everybody does. So I went on medications. We've had to increase them over the years since my first diagnosis. And So it's a bit scary now when my brain starts doing the whole dark thoughts, as I put it. Because I'd skip over the mild stuff now. It doesn't faze me, the mild stuff, anymore. The heavy stuff is what gets me. I took myself off driving because, let's see here, the Christmas before COVID hit. I was, what is that? Reflecting off my glasses. Sorry guys, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's my phone. Anyways, Christmas before COVID. I was driving home, or driving to town, and my first thought was I wanted to see what it would be like to drive the truck off the road into this ravine. Past it and went, why am I thinking about that? That just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit with everything else that I'm thinking about. So I just forgot about it. Just never thought about it again. It just, like most of my thoughts, it comes and it goes. And, anyways, it was the ride home that scared me. On the way home, I wanted to see what it would be like to drive straight nose first into another vehicle. I fought it. It was a hard fight. I really wanted to see it. Got home and I thought about it, why would I want to do that? It was one of the scariest things to me because I don't want to hurt people. And the biggest thing that stopped me from doing it wasn't because I would hurt the people in the other vehicle. It was because I was going to destroy the vehicle that I'm in. And I couldn't do that. That was the one thing that kept me from crashing into these other vehicles. I had no care for everybody else in the world. It was just me and my truck. Well, SUV. I call it a truck. But it scared me enough that I talked to my doctors and I talked to my counselor, and we found out that they thought it might have been because my hubby lost his job, which he did, but this happened before that happened. So I didn't even know that was going to happen. So it couldn't have been a stressor from that or anything. But we're not sure exactly why my brain broke like that, but I took myself off driving until I felt comfortable enough to drive where I wasn't going to try and do something like crash into other people. So but anyways, I sit there and watch other people dealing with their own depression in their ways. Mostly my friends on Facebook. And I feel bad for them because dealing with depression is one of the worst things in the world. Because it's this voice in your head that's continuously telling you negative. You can't do that, you're not smart enough. You can't do that because you're not pretty enough. You can't do that because you're too fat. Why are you eating more? Are you a garbage can? I'm going to call you the garbage can. Well, that one is because of my childhood. I actually had a parent tell me that. I was the garbage can of the family because I kept eating all of the food. If there was leftovers, oh, just give it to Melissa, she'll eat it. Oh, of course she will, she's the garbage can. Anyways. So, time to change hooks. Anyways. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll push all that back. There we go. Going to this little hook. I love my little hooks. I'm upset that I can't find my container of my metal hooks. I've hidden it. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, the voice of negativity. Everybody has it, I think. It's what do we do with it? Do we listen to it? Do we just ignore it and go, yeah, right, you're full of BS? I think that's what shows how strong people are. Is what they do when they hear the voice in their heads telling them all this stuff. You're ugly, you're fat, you're, everything. So, my medications that I'm on now, what they do is they keep my mind quiet. Before I was on it, my mind was going through hundreds and thousands of different things at once, it felt like it sometimes. I could watch TV, read a book, watch a video, and do a craft, and not get lost in any of it. And it gets tiring on the brain after a while. Your brain starts to hurt. So I talked to the doctor about it, and apparently that's not a normal thing either. You live with something for so long and you think it's normal. It's a bit of a shock to the system when you find out it's not. So, anyways, I'm a 50-year-old female who is overweight, or as I put it, morbidly obese. I am so much in love with those words. But I'm healthy. We have done all the tests that we can think of. Everything comes out perfectly normal. But I am obese. So, we're trying to figure out what it is that's doing this. And apparently it's just genetics. I am always going to be a big fluffy girl. My mom was fluffy. My favorite auntie was fluffy. That's all the people I know in my family. But all the males in my family are like 6-foot twigs. I have an aunt who was 6 foot. Not sure what happened to her, but she grew very tall and slim. So, anyways. But no, we can't figure out what's wrong. My tests come out like all positive and no problems whatsoever. If you hear it, what I'm doing is I'm picking up pony beads. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but you probably can because it's sitting right beside the phone. That's what I'm using for my videos, is my phone. So, anyways. But we're getting close to the 20-minute mark here. And, so I think I'll end this off with what I do when it starts to get dark. I start doing crafties. I search out videos to watch. Depending on what it is and the strength of the darkness, will depend on what kind of crafts I do. If it's so bad that I need to really focus on something, then I'll pick up a new crochet project. I'll start something brand new. It's usually my baby sets, because I have to focus on that. I have to count the stitches. I have to count how many I've got, and I've got to do this and do that, and boo 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 boo. And if it's not, like if it's dark, like really dark, but not extreme, then I'll either do a mindless crochet, like a blanket or a shawl. That's something else I've become fascinated with, is shawls. And videos. It has to have the videos. I have to have the noise. I can't. Too much quiet sometimes drives me nuts. Too much noise drives me nuts. Something that smells really strong drives me nuts. Something that I can't distinguish, or it's like very faint, drives me nuts. There is no happy medium with me. But I just sit and do a crafty, because when I get these bad things, like when I get to the darkness, I can't sleep. I can't sleep if the pain's too bad. I can't sleep if the darkness is too bad. And that's... Ooh, stop. There we go. I end up having a very messed up sleep schedule. I'll sleep when I crash. Of course, the doctors don't want me doing that, but I do. It's the only way to tolerate the world sometimes. But we're at almost the 20-minute mark here, so I'm just gonna let you go. I don't think I'll be doing a video tomorrow night because I'll be at Mom and Dad's, so. And I'll probably be sleepy. I always get sleepy when I'm at their house. I don't know why. But their house is noisy. The city is noisy. It smells horrible. But I'll survive. It's only for one night. So you all have a good night. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.